Hey, it's me, Nalthazar, and welcome to another Magic Puzzle Quest video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something new. I'm going to be showcasing a submission from a longtime follower of my channel, Bongo the Gray. So, let's get into it. Bongo's been a longtime supporter of my channel, a patron, and just a fantastic mind in the Puzzle Quest community. And so Bongo hit me up the other day and asked if I had played with Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. That's the exclusive that comes from the cheaper of the two collector's boxes from Foundations. And as I wasn't sent that one, I don't actually have that card. And so he gave me the idea to pair it with Time Stop to effectively just freeze the opponent's board down every single turn. And on top of that, he had some other really cool ideas with the deck as well, things that I hadn't thought of myself. So if you're unfamiliar with Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, it's a 17 mana 6/6 with flash and flying. It's blue and has, when this creature attacks, return the first spell card with mana value 15 or less from your graveyard to your hand and give it full mana. That means if we pair it with something like Time Stop over here, which is a 14 mana spell, it's going to shuffle the board and then disable all opposing cards in play until the end of your next turn, then as long as the Time Stop is your only spell in your deck, or you'll see that Bongo ran it with Mystical Teachings with 2 spells to guarantee that there would always be a Time Stop happening, then you get to freeze down your opponent's side of the board every turn for the rest of the game, unless they wind up killing your Sphinx. But so long as the Sphinx is alive, every turn for the rest of the game, your opponent can't do anything with their board state, which is nasty. But beyond that, there's some other really cool combos in the deck as well. There's this Extravagant Replication over here. And so this Extravagant Replication is going to make it so that at the beginning of your turn, you get to copy a non-token creature you control and put it onto the battlefield under your control. It's going to gain the Knowledge Emblem and Flying until the beginning of your next turn, meaning that that Knowledge Emblem is going to go away. And so if it gets paired with the Master of Keys, you'll see as Bongo's saying, then what it's going to do is it's actually going to bypass Impending. And so it's not going to be entering as like a 1/1 or a 2/2 or any of that. It's always going to be coming in as a 6/6. And then those are always going to go ahead and double that power. So you're going to get a really, really big power creature. Now, Bongo actually submitted some gameplay of this, so I'll get to show you guys some gameplay of Bongo playing with the deck. It's really, really cool. Before we get to the gameplay, I want to show off just the rest of the deck that he's using so you can see how it all works out. He's running Master of Keys, as I mentioned. This is a masterpiece. This deck, by the way, is very not new player friendly. Bongo has a very big collection, like way bigger than mine. And so he's got access to cards that even I don't have. The deck is also running Eluge, the Shoreless Sea. This one I'm not sure that I personally agree with. It's 16 mana for a 1/1, and when it enters the battlefield or attacks, you're going to convert 2 gems to blue. And then at the beginning of your turn, it's going to get a power toughness boost until the beginning of your next turn equal to the number of blue gems on the board, and give the first card in your hand mana equal to the number of blue gems on the board as well. It's just a way of getting a bunch of extra free mana, which could be pretty good. You'll see that I have no experience on this card, which means that maybe I just need to test it out and see if it's better than I think it is. The rest of the deck is really cool, and it's got a bunch of extra synergy that I didn't quite think of when I was first looking at the deck. So we've got one with the Multiverse, Extravagant Replication, Leyline of the Guild Pact, and a Puzzle Masters 2 masterpiece, Shadow of the Second Sun. And so those are all going to be enchantments, and the Master of Keys, whenever it attacks, actually takes the first enchantment card from your graveyard, puts it in your hand, and gives it full mana. The Master of Keys is also going to mill cards when it enters the battlefield, so it's probably going to throw a few enchantments into your graveyard for you. With that said, it's then going to be able to give you free copies of things like one with the Multiverse, Extravagant Replication, Shadow of the Second Sun, or Leyline of the Guild Pact. And between all the different cards in this deck, you've just got so many ways of getting free mana. The Master of Keys is going to give full mana to something every time it attacks. Eluge is going to give effectively probably full mana to the first card in your hand every turn. Mystical Teachings is going to fetch a card and give it full mana. Mox Sapphire is going to have Mana Field to give something full mana as long as it's blue, and everything in the deck is blue. One with the Multiverse is going to allow you to fetch a card from your library and give it full mana every turn. Extravagant Replication is going to give you a free copy of a creature every turn. The Leyline of the Guild Pact is there just for some conversion to get some extra mana and loyalty, and Shadow of the Second Sun is going to make it so that you're going to get a copy of a card you control every single turn at the end of your turn and give it full mana. So you've got full mana from this, you've got the Sphinx attacking and giving full mana to something from your graveyard, you got Extravagant Replication giving you free creatures, one with the Multiverse giving you free stuff, Mox Sapphire giving you free mana, Mystical Teachings giving you free spells, and the Master of Keys giving you free stuff as well. So all of this works together for just a whole lot of free, and it's a really cool deck. So let's take a look at the gameplay clip that Bongo sent me. The gameplay here is actually pretty quick. And that's it. Just the deck wound up popping off really well. And it's a great example of how the deck can work when things are going your way. So starting hand, he's got a Master of Keys. He's going to go ahead and play that right away. You'll see that it drops down to a 2/2 because of Impending. It doubles to a 4/4 because of the Master of Keys ability. But most importantly, it's going to mill 5 cards. And then now on this attack is going to give Bongo a free card. That was 25 mana, so that's going to be one with the Multiverse. And so now the Sphinx is coming down. One with the Multiverse came down, so now he can go ahead and fetch a free card every turn. His opponent's got a Kambal down, which could be scary because Kambal is going to steal things that you play, but because of the time stop or time reversal, time stop, it's going to go ahead and just neutralize everything. Marquesa comes down. That doesn't matter. Extravagant Replication comes down, and now you're going to see how the Master of Keys is going to freely double every turn. By doubling, you're going to be getting 5 more cards in your graveyard every single turn as well. And so that's just throwing more things in the graveyard to be able to get more free things. And here you're just going to see now just how much free stuff this deck generates. So the opponent here is going to go ahead, drop another Marquesa. They're going to drop a Phyrexian Vindicator, but none of that's going to matter, because here Bongo's going to go ahead, double the Master of Keys again. That's going to pump up to 96 power. Doesn't even need to look at his hand. He knows that he has a free spell, so he's going to be able to freeze down the opponent's board. The Vindicator's going to do nothing, and that's going to be game over. All she wrote. All in all, the deck was really, really cool. And for me, it was really fun to go ahead and showcase another community member's deck on my channel. So if any of you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Leave a comment and let me know that you like me getting submissions from other players. I'm interested in trying this out a few more times, just seeing how you guys feel about it. So if anyone else has any really cool decks that I haven't showcased on my channel that you think I should showcase, by all means, feel free to hit me up. You can let me know in the comment section. You can hit me up on Discord. Just let me know that you've got a cool deck that you want me to showcase. Send it to me, and if it's something that I'm interested in, I'll hit you back up and ask for some footage and an explanation of what was your process in making the deck. So thank you all so much for watching. Bongo, thank you so much for sending this to me and allowing me to showcase this on the channel. It was really cool to showcase some cards that I don't have yet, and it definitely makes me want to go ahead and chase them for myself. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.